Challengers, I'm Dave Finnegan, and our program is Green Actioneers. Did you know that households are responsible for over half of the carbon released into the atmosphere with their heating and air conditioning, with household electric use, with the food we eat, with our transportation and our incidental purchases of consumer goods? But that most of the efforts to control our energy use so far have focused on actions by industry and government, not by families and individuals. Our solution is to empower Green Actioneer families using the Green Actioneer Workbook as a guide to organize and get to work. This is especially important to start now while families are staying close to home. We say, let's all go green in quarantine. The Green Actioneer's Workbook is uniquely organized. It has over 100 actions that families can take to go green. These range from free ideas like flipping off light switches or planting trees to expensive actions like solar panels or electric vehicles. We follow 3 diverse families whose kids all go to Watson Elementary, it's Elementary Watson, as they take steps that make sense for them. Bobby's family lives in an apartment in the inner city. Lakeisha's family has a big house in the suburbs, and Ken Chen lives on a mini farm on the edge of town. The book, as you can see, is 8.5 by 11 inches, and it's spiral bound so it'll lie flat on the floor or on the table. Of course, it's printed on recycled paper using soy-based ink. On the left, or parents' page of every 2-page spread, is a description of the action in English and in Spanish. Each page has a link to much more information on our website, which you might think of as the Wikipedia of green action. On the right-hand, or kids page, is a coloring book for the youngest kids and a word search or crossword puzzle for the older kids. We assume that readers will go through the book as a family, deciding what they can do. Our mission is to get a copy of this book into the hands of every family in North America during the 2020s. If families can be persuaded to take action, not only does that awaken the next generation, but it brings the parents on board. And parents work in business and industry and government agencies that are all going to need to change as well. So by working with families, we're working with the entire society. Here's our call to action and how you can help. We need to form a team to get the book into the hands of families through the vast network of green organizations and individuals, environmental foundations and influencers with green blogs and green podcasts and youth groups and scouting and 4-H club, and eventually through schools where books can be distributed at Green Actioneer's Family Night. So why would anybody want to participate? Well, any organization that distributes the book to families gets to keep half the purchase price, so they can use it as a fundraiser. Here are examples of ways we could use your help during the 90-day challenge. First, do a little self-analysis and figure out what your skill set is. And then volunteer for one of these or something that you come up with. First, you can contact environmental nonprofits and bloggers and podcasters and influencers in the green section and get them to agree to help promote the book, either because it's important or because they can raise money for their organization. Second, help us set up the digital system for getting orders and payment from our partner organizations and for mailing books to their members for them. Third, help by researching actions from the book and expanding the website to make it into the Wikipedia of Green for families. Fourth, you can help by creating a closed social network where families can go to let their neighbors and friends know what they're doing to go green and find out what others are doing. It's sort of a Facebook of green action for families. Fifth, you can buy a book, take it home, and start working your way through it with your family or with families in your neighborhood. You can use a table of contents to keep a record of what you're doing, and then create a blog or a podcast about your findings. Let everybody know what you're up to. Sixth, if you can develop other ways to get books to families, please let us know about it. And seventh, you can modify our book to fit your own language or culture. Well, I'd love to have you join the Green Actioneers. And once you become a Green Actioneer, then you get to wear the Green Actioneer's cape. So please become a Green Actioneer, get in touch, and take the challenge and work for 90 days on something that will change the world. Thanks a lot. I'm Dave Finnegan, the first Green Actioneer, but not the last.